There are a few things that you probably never admit to, and the reason we're not admitting is because it doesn't look cool or nice. And so, in today's video, I want to talk to you about how it feels to. Have you ever started feeling discouraged for no reason at all, and for some reason you can't shake it? Well, today I'm going to be talking to you about feeling discouraged, especially as an entrepreneur, and some of the things that I've learned along the way about how to deal with just feeling discouraged or just feeling like things aren't exactly going your way. If you're new around here, hi, my name is Kobe. I'm a business coach, and on this channel, I talk about business, making money online, and creating content as an entrepreneur. The truth is, today I woke up feeling discouraged. Many people don't admit it, but I'm going to tell you because I know that there's probably someone watching this that also might be feeling like, oh, my year hasn't been off to a great start, or things have just not exactly happened the way I want them to be. And it's interesting because it's a feeling that I don't have usually, but I woke up this morning and I felt like, oh my God, I feel tired and I don't exactly feel excited. I was feeling, if I was going to put a word to it, discouraged. And so I started to think about, well, where did that come from? Because just last night I was excited. There was a lot of good that I felt, and things were looking good. A couple of days ago, I reviewed the progress on this channel about how the whole 100 days challenge is going, and I was pretty excited about that. So, where did this feeling come from? Here is the thing that many entrepreneurs will not tell you, that there are so many days when things like that happen, where that kind of feeling of I'm not doing good enough, I'm not excited enough, I'm not making enough, something happens, and we all hide behind smiles and the fact that you don't really want to talk to anybody about it. In fact, I realized that you might be having a fantastic month and still feel that way. So I started to trace what was it that made me to start feeling um, discouraged. And without putting out all my business on the internet, I realized that what had happened was I was on social media and I saw a video of someone who I don't even know. And she was talking about how quickly something had happened to her. There's a particular goal. And I thought to myself, well, why hasn't it happened for me? Now, that was yesterday. At the time I saw it, I pushed it to the back of my mind. I moved on with my day and I went to bed. Only to wake up this morning with that feeling of just like, oh, there are things that I've wanted to do that I've not yet done. Why am I sharing this with you? Because I want you to know that right here, we are real people. We're not superhumans, we're not AI robots, we are people. And I personally, I promised myself that I don't want to be a superhuman. I want to be as real as possible so that you can know, especially when I coach people, I always tell them, hey, if you think you're having a low day, I've had a few myself. I can relate. Anyway, when I started to ask myself and I traced it back to the reason I was feeling that way, it was then easy for me to realize, like, okay, I need to fix this and I need to fix it fast. Why do you need to fix feeling discouraged fast? Because if you don't fix it quickly enough, if you don't address it quickly enough, what's going to happen is you'll find yourself in a funk for days, weeks, and you can't pull yourself out of it. And so it's very important that you don't let it sit. And so, anyway, what I did was I went into war mode. So, first thing, I was like, okay, now I know where the feeling is from. Let me address the feeling. And I started to journal. If you're not the kind of person that journals, I want to tell you that you are actually leaving a lot of support and mind help for yourself on the table. Like, it's a game changer. I've always had a journal all through my life. I've had at least 2 to 3 different journals. There is a journal for praying, there's a journal for just thinking about my business, there's a journal for my goals and just different things, and just dumping the thoughts that you have. into a journal will release you to be able to do more. So I pulled out my journal and I started to think of times in my life where things had happened almost miraculously, things that I was hoping for that didn't happen straight away, but then they happened along the way, and I'm grateful. And so basically what I want to call it is a gratitude list. I remember hearing a message once, and the pastor said it's very hard for you to stay unhappy when you are grateful. So that is what I did. I started to make a list of things I'm grateful for. I said from I'm grateful for the fact that I was in a toxic job and somehow I found a business that worked for me and I was able to quit that job. And I've not had the reason to go back and beg for my job. I'm grateful for my family. And I just went down the list. I'm grateful for my clients. I'm grateful for, and I just went down the list, writing what I'm grateful for. I promise you, by the time I finished writing the things that I was grateful for, I didn't even remember why I was feeling discouraged in the first place. The next thing I want to say is once I went through the gratitude list, I went into prayer mode. If you're a believer and you're also an entrepreneur or anything that you do, you could even be a professional. The more you can be grateful, the better your prayer is going to be. So I went into prayer mode and I just started to thank God. Lord, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for that. And at the end of the day, I asked for this thing because obviously if it's bothering you, then it's important to you. And the Bible tells me that God is a good father. He wants what is good for you. So if, for example, there are some accomplishments you've been wanting to have that you haven't had yet, instead of sulking and letting yourself be in a funk, be grateful and then go back and ask and say, Lord, remember this thing. Give me the wisdom for it. Give me the opportunity to get it. And so that was what I did. I prayed. And then the final thing that I think is going to be a real just game changer in all is once you finish praying, don't go back to picking up that concern. You pray and then you use scriptures to start to prophesy that it is done, right? So, for example, you're worried about an opportunity, okay? You're worried about an opportunity, you're worried about direction, okay? I will start to say, well, he leads me beside still waters, he restores my soul. I believe this, that that's my portion. I believe that the Lord is my shepherd. He will take me to the right place. I believe, like, just use scripture to help yourself. The more you do that, the more you find out that, oh, I didn't remember that I was feeling some sort of way before. And I think that this has really helped not just me, but, I think it will help you as well. I think it has helped me in a sense that is why I never stay in a funk or I don't feel jealous of other people's success because once you catch it and you feel like, oh God, why is it happening for them and it's not happening for me? I go straight into gratitude. Like the more you can be grateful, the less you remember what everyone is doing and you are able to focus. Now, another thing is one of the scriptures that I've been holding on to like for a long time now is Psalm 121. I will lift up my eyes to the hills from where comes my help. And I promise you, every time I remember that, oh, whatever is happening or whatever hasn't happened is not up to anyone. It's not even up to myself. It is God who helps me. And so instead of looking around, I lift up my eyes to God. And I hope that this helps somebody. But it definitely has changed the way that I'm navigating everything, navigating life, navigating parenthood, navigating entrepreneurship. Once you just realize that, yes, some days will happen where you don't feel excited, but you have to restore yourself to where you need to be. And if this helps you, just let me know. leave a comment and let me know that it helped you, and let me know that I'm not an alien. Okay. All right. This is today's video. I hope it helps. And I will see you on Monday when we continue the 100 days challenge of posting on YouTube without scripting or editing the video. If anything I have said resonated with you, I hope you hit the subscribe button and join the community here where we are creating content without perfection. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.